All right, how's everybody doing today? Good to see you all again. Got a short video for you. Just going to recap on a previous subject I did recently about the dollar value and the true purpose behind 20th century economics. In that video, I explained that there's a way to reverse this trend, which we're already doing secretly because you don't really hear about it on the TV or social media. So today I'm going to go into the reasoning and the evidence for what I explained that I would do in a future video, and that day is today. So in order to recap here, I have the dollar value timeline. This is the buying power of the US dollar. And we can see that it's been on a long downward trend as a result of the various official policies taken on by the government. So now we're at the St. Louis Fed again, and this is the amount of currency in circulation. We can see that as the value of the dollar drops, the currency in circulation increases, so there's a direct relationship. And now, as an example to illustrate my solution, this is a Walmart revenue timeline. And so it's kind of a one-way money siphon that what we have set up, what the universities call economics. We have this one-way siphon in which we are pouring money into these stores on a daily basis because we're buying these things that we need quite often. And the money doesn't return to us. It continues going to China and to these other countries like India, in which we have these secretive, somewhat evil international trade agreements. And that is what contributes to this downtrend, even as they're printing more and more money than ever before. And yet we are still in the downtrend. Why? Well, it's because of these trade relationships, like what we see with the overall Walmart revenue timeline increase. And as another example, here's the Amazon revenue timeline, in which they are again selling products from China. Both of these entities are essentially a loosely clothed one-way siphon for American dollars, a drain on our economy that we see as the lower and lower movement of the buying power of our currency. And again, as they're increasing it, it's not working. The buying power gets less and less because of this one-way relationship, this one-way money siphon to China and other countries, and especially where their practices are very subhuman. And so here's more evidence about the Chinese production revenue and the increase, right? They've been increasing, and it's very similar to the increase in revenue that's reflected in the Amazon and the Walmart companies. And then now we're at China's total revenue manufacturing from 2012 to 2022, and we again see this very big increase. And of course, it's absolutely related at the same time to this downgrade in the American dollar. And so now I have a paper here, and it's a exports China timeline, and we can see all the way from 1978. The blue is the exports. We can see the big increase, just like the previous charts, that are very related to the downgrading of the US dollar. And so in my previous video, I talked about how we reverse this curve, and it's actually already happening. The subconscious desires of humans pretty much create the solution to the downgrading of our dollar, the upgrading of the Chinese dollar through Chinese production and shell companies like Amazon and Walmart, among others, Whole Foods, Costco. And so companies like Etsy are seeing a really big increase in revenue because humans are looking to get more local in general. And even we're at the USDA now, the growth in the numbers of farmers markets. Again, we are naturally doing all this, but in secret. And for example, all of the products that Walmart creates or sells to us, all of the products created by China that Amazon sells to us, we essentially replace all of those products with our own goods on platforms like Etsy or eBay or farmers markets or neighborhood markets, things like this. So to anyone who has a job, a regular type of job right now, we actually have a really good opportunity because we have that security from the job to actually start our business in which we participate in this growth of the economic sector of the local economies and the strong local economies and regional economies that will actually reverse this trend, and reverse this trend also because we will be preventing the money from getting siphoned in this one-way kind of situation that we've been seeing for 20, 40, 50 years. So again, if each one of us watching this video told everybody else, and all of those people essentially created some sort of product like a table or a shirt or a chair, or even built the product themselves rather than having to rely on another person, you would see these profits dwindle, and then you would see the balance start to occur between the Chinese dollar and the American dollar. And we would essentially totally rewrite our future with this simple approach that everybody can do. So thank you so much once again, my friends. It's good to see you, and until next time.